Today, we'll just revise how to round off the numbers. Rounding off the numbers to the nearest tens means if any number is given, say for example 3, 1, 4, 5. Okay? So it is closer to which tens? Which are the two tens between which this one falls? One is 3, 1, 4, 0 and one is 3, 1, 5, 0. So these are the two tens in the middle of which this number falls. So whenever we round off any number means they are asking us is whether it is closer to this one or that one. Okay. Now if we want to round off any number, what are we to do? If we have to round off to the nearest tens means we want a 0, 1 0 at the end of the number. So if this number has to be rounded off, what will you do? You will simply write 0 below this 5. Okay. Now you look at the top of the 0. Is this number 5 or more than 5? Yes, it is 5. So here, the digit next to it, here you have to check, and the digit next to it, you will add 1 over here. So what will this become? 5, 3, and the remaining things you write as it is. Now what if it was 3, 1, 4, 3? Okay. So if you have to round off to the tens, you will put a 0 here. Now the number on top of this 0 is less than 5. If this is less than 5, you simply copy the number as it is. So it means this number is closer to this tens and this number is closer to this tens. Now what if it is more than 5? Say for example it is 3, 1, 4, 7. So again, if you are rounding off to tens, you will put a 0 below this. Now you look on top of 0, it is greater than 5. So here you need to add 1. So this will become 5 and this will become 3150. So if the number on top of the 0 is 5 or more than 5, you have to add 1 to the digit which is next to it. That's it. And if it is less than 5, you simply copy the remaining digits as they are. Now what if you had to round off this number to the nearest hundreds? Means they are wanting to know whether this number is close to 3100 or 3200. Okay. So 3145, whether it is close to this one or that one. Now first of all, if we are rounding off to hundreds means we want a number which is in hundreds, means there needs to be 2 zeros. So in the tens we were just inserting 1 0. Here we need to write 2 zeros and the method is the same. Now you look on top of this 0, okay, and use the same method. If this number is less than 5, then you copy the number as it is. And otherwise also, if you look at 3145, it will be closer to 3100. It will be a little away from 3200. Now, here, if I take this as 6, now say it is rounding off to hundreds. So I will look at this digit over here. Okay, here. And this number should be less than 5. Then you copy the same thing. Now if it is 5 or more than 5, what do? You simply add 1 to this. So this will become 2 and this you will write as it is. So 3167, if you write all the numbers between 3100 and 3200, you will see that 3167 is closer to 3200. Okay. Now, we are also going to say for example, we have to change this number to hundreds. So I will place 2 zeros. Now, if the number above the 0 is a 5 or more than 5, then we have to add 1 here. So here it is 5. So again you have to add 1 over here. It will become 3200. So that's how you round off to hundreds. So the same method that you have for rounding off to tens, It's just that you are not putting 1 0. Here you have to insert 2 zeros. Say for example, now you have to round off to thousands. Then what will you do? You'll put 3 zeros. So if you have to round up to the thousands means thousands will have 3 zeros. So you have to say for example this number has to be rounded off to the nearest thousands means I want to know whether this number is closer to 15 lakh 7,000 or 15 lakh 8,000. It is closer to which of these two thousands? Okay, I want to know. So first of all, below this I will write 3 zeros because I am rounding off to 1000. Now on top of this you have to look. This is 0 which is less than 5. Therefore, you copy these digits as they are. So this number is closer to this number. Okay, this 1000. Not closer to this one because it is just 7,063. If it has to be closer to 8,000, it has to be more than 500. 500 or more than that.